have a pattern test for you today. First of all, I want to welcome all of those who are new to the channel, and welcome back to those who continue to tune in from week to week. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And so, as you can tell by the title, there was a pattern test. It's a good one, and I'm going to say out the gate. I'm going to give you details, but I'm going to say out the gate, these are my best fitting shorts in woven, denim in particular, that I own right now. When I tell you they are super comfortable, but there are a few things I do want to highlight for you and just give you my thoughts on what the pattern test process was like, some changes that were made, and just again a couple things you might want to take in consideration if you get this pattern. So for those who might not be aware, I am a brand ambassador for Love Notions Patterns, so you can get pattern is on sale until August 4th for $9.50, but you can get an additional 10% off of that by using my code Q3SND. I'll put that on the screen, but my link is down below, my affiliate link, and use that code to get an additional 10% off. All right, so what is so good about these shorts? So you all know, if you remember, you might not recall, you can definitely look it up on my channel, but I also was a pattern tester for the Largo cargo pants. And so the first thing out the gate, so if you have that pattern or you were looking at that pattern, now you see the Meadowlark and you're like, what is really the difference between these two patterns? So I'm going to pop up on the screen both of these patterns so you can see the line drawing and also a few of the differences. So I'm going to start with where it sits. So the Meadowlark, these are hiking pants. They sit just below the natural waistline. For the Largo cargo, it sits at the natural waist, right? And then both are meant for woven, so that's the same. Now, the Meadowlark hiking pants is a straight leg, so is the Largo cargo, but the Meadowlark have articulated knees. So if you are wearing these for hiking and everything, movement, stuff like that, the length is both below ankle length. Now the Largo cargos, you can tell, is not you can't make it into a shorts. Well, you can make your own adjustment to shorts, but it's meant to be a full length pants. And so the Meadowlark has a lot of pockets. On the Largo cargo, you have front, back, and cargo pockets. And then for the Meadowlark, you have zip off legs, you have the tab full length for the shorts. And then for the Largo cargos, you have darts in the back, right above the pocket. So I don't know if you all remember that. Again, link to my video to that will be down below. Now, for the Meadowlark hiking pants, which I love, it is a faux fly with elastic back. With the Largo cargo, that's an actual zipper fly waist. So there is a difference there. And again, they're fitted from the waist to straight down. So those are just a few of the differences. So if you had both patterns, or if you had one or the other, or were thinking about them, those are the differences between those two. So I have some obvious differences, right? So the sizing, I told you, go up to a 5X. Now for me, what size did I make? So I'm going to share with you actually my tester my muslin, and then I'll show you my final, and I'll pop up pictures here so you can see. So the muslin, the initial iteration of this short did not have full belly option, and so this is how it looked on me. The fit was not definitely how I want to wear my shorts. Now these will fit me as I lose weight, but as of right now they are definitely too low in the back, as you can tell, as well as from the sides. And even when I sat in the muslin version, it cut me off, you know, right in the middle of my belly, like right when I sat down. So I definitely, as part of my feedback in the testing process, I did mention I think a full belly option would be amazing with these shorts, and the fit will be better, and also adjusting for that back rise, because there were a couple other full figured plus size ladies that had you know, that rise, you know, issue. So that all was corrected, which was awesome. This is one of the things I absolutely love about Love Notions, is their account for feedback and whatnot, from testers and whatnot, and making updates and changes and whatnot in the pattern. Because obviously by the time it gets to you, the consumer, all of those little things should have been worked out, right? So the final, and I'll pop up pictures and a video of it. I absolutely love it. The only thing I will say out the gate, and I'm going to pop up a picture here of this as well, is that, oh, did I ever tell you the size I cut? 3X. A 3X. I cut both for the muslin as well as for the final. And as you can tell, and I'll probably pop up, maybe I'll stand here, see if I can do a pop-up comparison picture. You will be able to tell the fit from a full belly option, which is in the denim, and then the print, which is non-full belly option. Night and day almost, right? But when I tell you these shorts, and I'm gonna hold them up here, when I tell you these shorts are so comfortable, I have worn them several times now since I've made them. You'll actually see them in something else that I made, another test I was working on. But I absolutely love them. I love that it's the elastic back, and which is 2-inch wide elastic, and then also you have the faux fly. So then I have my button on the front, which obviously isn't a functional button. One thing that I did decide to do initially that I did not do on the muslin was add the cargo pocket. So you do have the cargo pocket. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that cargo pocket on the side. And of course, I'll pop up pictures. Now, the one thing that I will say, and this was adjusted, but also keep this in mind. If you are doing the pants, this is really not an issue. But if you are doing the shorts, and there, like I said, all of this was updated. The pocket, the cargo pocket, can you tell the bottom of the cargo pocket, which has a nice gusset? It's really nice and real easy to put together. It is like it's very close to the hem of the shorts. Now, for some, this might not, you really don't care, but it seemed like you can't, because the pattern calls for a 1-inch hem. I didn't do a 1-inch hem because because if I did, it will bring it so close to the edge of the bottom of that cargo pocket. So one of the things I do know that was adjusted in the pattern is adding a shorten and lengthen line for the shorts for 2 reasons. One, you can, if you want the shorts to be longer. I actually like the length of the muslin on me, but I do like the length of the updated because they did get shortened in between those 2 versions. And so, but I do like the length of these as well. But now that that short and lengthen line is on the shorts, you can lengthen your shorts to be a little longer. And then when you do the hem, it won't be so close to the bottom edge of that cargo pocket. So keep that in mind. And because there's that short and lengthen line, you can also adjust that back crotch depth a little bit more. Because for me, although once the full belly option came out and I made it, as you can tell, love the look. These are so super comfortable. Super comfortable. Love, love, love. The back, and I'm going to show you a picture. Ever so slightly, I still need a little bit more coverage back there. Over the back crotch area, need that adjusted just a little bit more. So I did not, so in this final version, it's not, it doesn't, you don't see that, but I love this. You do have the back yoke piece. The pockets, I will say, I love when they do I think the Largo cargos were like this too, where the pockets, where it goes all the way across. So the inside, let me just show you the inside real quick. So the front pocket goes all the way across like this. See that? So that's the pocket. And then the inside of my pocket is, I just made the, who was it? Helen's Closet, the you all know I just did that top. I had made the adjustment, I still need to make the adjustment. But anyway, the Helen's Closet Ashton top, that's what it left over on Cara. I just used for the lining of my pocket. And so, which is so cute. But yeah, I mean, in this here, I would say so far, because I did shorts. Now, obviously, I didn't do the zipper. I didn't add pockets on the back. I tend not to do pockets on the back of my pants just because I don't do nothing with them. For me, this was about, I say about a 2 hours so, just taking time, putting it all together. And see, here's the inside of my pocket. Isn't that cute? So super cute. But yes, these are, and for me, I would definitely make these again in more shorts. I do like how these fit, and yeah, I love them. And I do, and y'all know how much I love the Largo cargos as well. I like the what draw me to both patterns is that utilitarian feel to them without being overly utilitarian. I know the hiking pants are, you know, by nature might be a little bit more utilitarian, but I mean, just the look for me, I thought that this gave it a nice balance of a look for the style of shorts that I tend to like to wear. So yay, I have some woven shorts that I absolutely love now in my wardrobe, and I'm very happy about it. And I'm very happy that I added the cargo pockets on the side. It just gives it a really good additional look, and gives it a little bit more flair as opposed to just the pockets, which, I mean, all the pockets are optional except for these. These are part of, you know, you can not do these, but the back pockets, the zipper pocket, the cargo pockets, those are all optional for you. So that is it, everybody. I absolutely love them. And so far as, I did say my size, but I didn't say my waist size, 45. So 45, and then hip is 55. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, all of that fit good. In comparing the muslin to the final and making that final, having the update in the pattern being full belly, that was absolutely perfect. Instructions are really good. All the updates and feedback that all of the testers gave have been updated in the pattern, so you will not have any struggles with this pattern. I will just make sure, again, with your measurements, just make sure with your measurements, you're looking at your measurements for the type of fit that you want, but also make sure if you are making the shorts, I would just double check that length of the cargo pocket in your hem and make sure that it's not too close to the bottom. Like I said, it's not overly close, but it's close. I mean, I couldn't do the full 1 inch hem. I just, this is about a ½ inch. But yeah, I didn't want to do the full 1 inch. And this denim, by the way, this denim came from, you all remember Nick of Time Fabrics when I bought all that denim? This is this is still some of that denim from that haul. That was a lot of denim. But there was enough. This was an offcut of a much larger piece. And so this is about all I had left from that. And so yeah, I had enough to do these shorts, which was amazing. So that is it, everybody. These are the Meadowlark hiking pants or shorts, and highly recommend. 2 thumbs up for sure. I like them, especially with the update. Especially if it did not have a full belly option, yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, because you can keep going up in size, and then you have fit issues in other places, and that would be too much work, right? And so anyway, love, love, love. Let me know what you think of these. I should have been popping a picture and video and all that good stuff. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you pick it up, and if you decide to pick it up and you don't mind using my code and my affiliate link, it will be linked down in the description box. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. You all have a blessed and fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you on Sunday. Bye.